Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Xenogears. So, Deus has basically wiped out almost all of humanity, and that is where today's final battle is going to be taking place. But before we do that, we have a lighthouse we need to check out, and there's also something else here in this little hideout that we need to check out. Turns out those birds we purchased last time actually did have a purpose. If I go on to where they were standing, we get this prompt here to go up. And this leads us back to where all those Chu-Chus were before when Shivat was in the sky. So, let's ransack the place. This is that strange old Grandpa Chu-Chu's precious treasure. I wonder what happened to him when Shivat crashed down to Earth. I haven't seen him. His treasure. Can we just take it? I'm sure he won't mind if we just borrow it. Received a vivid turban. And some speed shoes. And then we got another display case here. Just borrowing it. Just borrowing it. Hey, it's not like we're grave robbers or anything, right? So don't hex us or haunt us, okay? Please, we're begging you. Received a hero costume. Received a Hercules ring. Received a Yamato belt. Received a wizardry ring. Huh? It looks like a bunch of little kids' toys all lined up. It's pointless to take such things when we don't even know what's going to happen to this world. Okay, so nothing to grab from there, but that basically gives you the gist of what you're able to grab from up here. Granted, most of that stuff is not really going to be useful for me. Now, just as a quick little check-in here, I did do some grinding between episodes since we had a couple of days here because I called that break day. Plus, we had Daedon's Arcs yesterday, and that has now put me in the position where Faye is level 88, and then Bart and Saiton are level 81, and then the rest of the team is kind of somewhere between the high 70s and the low 80s. Faye has been wearing that experience boosting accessory, but now he's basically just wearing regular stuff here. But the other important thing is I'm currently sitting on about 1.16 million G there, and I've actually got some scales that I need to hand in, which is going to add even more to that. So let's go ahead and do that before we do anything else. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the lighthouse after that. So here's the Yggdrasil. And let's make our way over to where we can hand these scales in. There we go, it took a moment to find a spot to land. Alright, Nortune. We're just gonna hand over these scales real quick. And that gave us another 18,000 G. So hopefully that'll be enough for whatever we have to do to finish things here today, because I'm expecting today is going to be the last episode unless something really crazy happens where we find out that there is yet another piece of all this that beyond Deus that we got to take care of. But we'll see that if it happens. I kind of have my doubts that with the majority of humanity gone, that we're gonna have that much of an issue here. Or rather, that kind of a revelation could happen today. Alright, so right now I am looking for the lighthouse. That was something that we were not able to go into last time. No, that's the Tower of Babel there. There it is, the lighthouse. So this, we were not able to go into on Disc 1. So let's go ahead and check this out now. Lighthouse. The Thames captain said the base of this lighthouse is thousands of years old. It's sturdy, so they put a light on top to make it a lighthouse, but nobody knows what's inside. Alright, well, let's check it out. It looks like a city. The city we saw from Emeralda's ruins. We've come a long way from there. And there is apparently combat in here. Combat with, what do you know, lizards that can give us scales. Alright, big bang attack! Alright, that took them out in a hurry. It looks like we can get out of our gears and go in here on foot. And this looks like a building that has light on or something. There's a chest here. Deathblower 1. Well, with everything else that's been sort of ransacked in this building, I'm surprised that is still there. Actually, that's not the only place that has a light on. Probably shouldn't be out here without, my gear on, so... We'll go ahead and call the gears, and then we'll then try to get away from these, griffins. Yeah, these griffins are actually really powerful. There we go, we escaped. Okay, that's perfect. That'll let me use a survival tent now. Get everybody's health back up. This looks like it might be some sort of a studio. TV studio. Oh yeah, news. There we go. That door doesn't open. We got a chest over here. Survival tent. And what do we have up here? This appears to be the control room for the station. What's this movie? A record of the Zebulon culture that died out 4,000 years ago. Stop it. Who is this woman? Yang, as she appeared in the Zebulon era. But I don't know who her host body is. She resided at the side of the Prime Minister, manipulating the world behind the scenes. Resurrect Deus? In the beginning, yes, but later it was different. Many people then couldn't have children. They were defective humans, so she did it over again. In the lower right corner of that there, it actually said atomic missile. Right before man was about to be killed out by war, a new being was born to foster the next generation. Remember the missiles in the mass driver facility? That was the most important thing to the Zebulon people. Because of that, we now are descendants of the few strong people who survived. A slipping economy, rising crime, urban blight, a nation of fanatics looking for their own living space, believing in religious sect leaders and gathering around totalitarian rulers. These people were cut off from the next generation thanks to genetic damage, and would have died out if left to their own devices. So Ellie and I took the hopes of the people and created Emeralda. An interesting bit of history there. It looks like we can... Okay, that's the same thing you said before, Faye. I see a chest over there. Oh, it's one of these dragons here. They go down pretty quick with the gears. Alright, let's see what's inside that chest. Deathblower 3, okay. Then there was this path over here. Okay, we got another chest over here. Received Deathblower 2. Okay, so then we've got one of each rank then. Because Seiton's already got the first one. What do we got in here? I see a bunch of boxes. Received Matchlock, Rose Soul, Hop Jerky, Eyeball, and of course we got Big Joe here, the guy that's been following us through the whole game. How do you like my shop? Pretty good, huh? It's Joe's shop, so of course it's all Joe brand. Alright, what do you got here? Oh! You sell items that permanently increase character stats! And then Tragedian, and then Comedian? Enables you to play dead. So does this keep a character out of combat? But not actually... Huh. I mean, I'll buy a few, but I don't know if that's actually going to do anything. Weapon power up 50% during battle. Okay, so how many times did you clip Samson's hair to get that? Okay. You know what, I'll go ahead and buy some more of these. Alright, let's take a look at what you got for gears, because I saw that there on the list as well. So how do you like it? Come again sometime, alright? Alright, let's see what you got. Okay, you got apparently... No. It's definitely higher input, but, or output, but lower fuel, that's for certain. Oh, you got frames for, steer, and number 17. And you've got better, better armor. I'm not gonna say no to that, that's for certain. Probably best if I put everything, if I give everybody some ether armor at this point. So I can make up for the lack of regular armor with the armor X's. Yeah, we'll start with this, and then we'll figure out what's next from there. But everybody's getting an upgrade right now here, that's for certain. Actually, you're probably better with the Z Gold, now that I think about it. maybe I should have one of my main fighters just be pure armor. Okay. Let me see what else they've got to purchase before I do the engine. The weapons. Okay, you got ammo for Billy, so I'll definitely grab that. And then for parts, you got power magic, veil doubler. Okay, I'll probably go ahead and grab one of the Z chargers at the very least. And then this increases engine output by 50%. Huh. Like, I could buy a ton of those and just slot them onto everybody. Let's kind of see how that would work out here. Alright, gear? I wonder if this is multiplicative. That's plus 350. Oh, it is! Wow, okay. Let's just give that to all three of them, then. Because I can always change this around to other gears if I need to do that. This is like more than doubling my attack power here. Gets rid of the option for me to heal. Let's take a look at those engines again. Because that could be the final piece of this here. Tune-up. Engine. Oh yeah, it increases output even further. I just don't like that the fuel is so low now, but you know what? Let's see what happens here. Worst case, I can always grab one of the other engines from back at the hideout. Faye, that's the same thing you've said before. Is that the same thing I just got from, No, I think that was ammo, actually, that I just got, now that I think about it. Alright. I want to get into one battle here before we do anything else, so let me just kind of spin around for a second. There we go. Yeah, I want to see how this actually looks. Holy crap, 9,000 damage. I hit damage cap doing that. Okay. I guess fuel isn't gonna matter that much then if we're doing damage cap from regular attacks. Sheesh. Alright, there was something I saw a second ago. Okay, yeah, that's the one weakness of doing this. The gear defenses are way lower, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal when you're basically hitting for max damage on your weakest attack. It looks like we can get out of our gears and go in here on foot. So that's the same thing you've been saying. You mean here? Apparently so. Alright, so what do we got down here? This appears to maybe be a subway. Got a Z charger when we just purchased one. You know what, with that Z charger, I guess one charge is just gonna give me like half my fuel back, so. The only time it would really come into play would be if I get stuck in a boss battle that just like takes a while or something. I cannot turn my camera. Still can't turn my camera. Can I jump down here? Just trying to jam my my action button every chance I can, but there's nothing happening here. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay. I'd be worried for a second I was stuck there. What do we have over here? Oh, it seems like these hammerheads always go first. That's annoying. You know, that is a pretty big group of enemies. Satan just leveled up. Let me come back in a moment here. I want to, since this is a place full of AoE enemies, it's probably best if I grab Emeralda. Are these the ones that... No, they go down quick. Here's the exit. Alright, so I need to find a blue cube. So I can change party members. I know there's one actually up to the north here. This here is the, second Anima Ruins, which we found last time as well. But this is where I was doing the majority of my grinding. I know that this thing is here. Alright, so... Oh, before I do this... Well, actually, no! Emeralda is a different story. Okay, we're gonna leave, Satan with the stuff he's got. You know, come to think of it, if this is a Zebulon thing, that we're dealing with, it's probably a good idea that I bring Emeralda as well, just in case maybe there's some sort of a trigger that requires them there, given that they're directly related to Kim and that civilization. It's just a thought. I don't know if it's actually going to be... I don't know if I'm right or not. Alright, come on, land. There we go. Like, half the time I try to land, it doesn't land. You know what? Let's just escape. Alright, back in we go. At least now we can AoE these enemies down. Although, these enemies, actually, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Let me try, just in case I'm misremembering. I remember there was some sort of enemy that doing an AoE ether attack wouldn't end up well, but you know what? This probably won't be a problem, even if I'm wrong. Nope. Okay. Half HP of all? Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna need to speak to Big Joe then. Before we head back down to that spot. And Big Joe was over here. This will let us do a refueling. Look, one UFO photo. What? Why did these boxes respawn? And book one, that was from The Adventures of Big Joe? And UFO photo shows a typical Adamski type. Okay. All right, let's refuel here. Actually, I didn't. I need to refuel Fender as well there. All right, and crescents. Okay, we should be good. All right, back over to this spot. Alright, here we go. These are easily taken out with this Terra attack. There we go. Now we're not having to go through multiple rounds and such. And of course we got more scales, but who knows what we'll be able to do in terms of buying other stuff here. All right. Okay, here's something different. Where are we? Congratulations, Ellie. Another year has come and passed. Yes. Happy New Year, Kim. I don't know what it is, but just now, You sounded like an old person speaking. No, well, this time last year I never thought the war would come this far. Yes, but we managed to get by without getting involved. But it's not over yet. Why, at this very moment, people are still dying. Let's stop talking about this. Let's not dwell on the past year. Not at the start of a new year. Yes, well, today, at least, I want to spend a day without worrying. Stupid idiots. A bunch of fools. Kim, you're too loud. I don't care if they hear me. All the people here are also fools. Kim! Think about it. What's the purpose of fighting each other on such a tiny planet as this? Fighting out of fear of being hunted into a corner. Rushing in to fight as if there were only so many reserved seats for the right of life. Starting a war is stupid. Inciting it is also stupid. Killing people as an act of terrorism or as a protest against wars that kill people is just as stupid. You're all fools. Kim, I felt sorry for that child. But I don't think people in Ravine destroyed the generator with that intention. They don't have any other ways to express themselves. The government is the one to blame. Is that a good enough reason for that child or those dead people? It wasn't much of an operation. It was difficult, but there was enough chance to win. We'd have won if we had better equipment. That child would have been saved if there was electricity. It's not just that child. 5 people died in my hospital. The ICU didn't function. Stupid, just fools. Humans, creatures are meant to live. Why do they want to die out? Why do they strangle themselves? Humans are defective creatures. A bunch of fools. That's why genetic damage is up lately. The birth rate is also going down. Only 30 years to live. Nature, this planet, won't allow humans to live any longer than that. Am I a fool too? I had a physical at the hospital today. They said I can't have children because of hereditary genetic damage. I can't create life. I am a creature waiting to become extinct. Am I also a fool? It's no good. It's not gonna work. Somehow, we must break the spell, or the humans on this planet will die out. No, I don't care about humans. Life itself will be ruined if we don't do something. Some pure life, not cursed. A pure life. This is the new spirit vessel that will break the curse. It hasn't awakened yet. The form was created by nanomachines, but neural simulation hasn't been done by the assembler tower yet. It's physically stable, but still doesn't function as a living creature yet. A nanomachine colony? No matter how many times we rewrite the hereditary codes, the impressions embedded in our bodies cannot be stopped. It was necessary to pursue this further. We had to recreate the molecular... No, actually the atomic level, by referring to the structural patterns of you and I. This child holds our futures and possibilities. Can this child be the angel who can give us more time? I remember. Long ago, Kim, died. Right before Town died. It was because soldiers of Town tried to use me. That's right. The memory in my soul. It was left in me for your sake. While being held, Brilliant told that the ultimate work of art that technology gave birth to. Yes, I knew I was the thing. Look, my body. Different from Maria, Margie, and Ellie. Human imitation, but different. Kim and Ellie said I was Angel. Yes, you are the child or Kim, wished for. Kim has been a part of me, in my blood, passing his memory down the generations for the past 4,000 years, existing for the day that the child, who Kim was never able to embrace for so long, would be born. Faye, thank for being substitute Kim till now, but it okay. I be strong and make Kim and Ellie proud that I their child. What? Faye, body so hot. Faye, hold me tight. Don't let go. Faye, body. I became adult. I not get in your way anymore. So Emeralda just grew up, apparently. Not sure what that's gonna do, but if it makes him stronger, I'll take it. I can't go any further forward. Alright, there's still that one little bit of this place that we need to take a quick look at. That was back in the corner. See if I can figure out how to get out of here. There we go. Yeah, where those striped yellow lines are. We gotta get to that spot. Oh, okay. Well, these griffins are actually pretty powerful then. And very quick. Okay, so if I do a death blow, it allows me to go beyond the damage cap, it looks like. Okay, so what do we have back here? Nothing, apparently. Okay. There's some boxes there. I'll try jumping up them real quick. Alright, Ether Machine. Thermogeist. Let's see how this goes. Remember... No, looks like they did actually take damage. Okay, good. Remember the other hammerheads that we dealt with earlier, which... Ether attacks didn't do so well with them. Alright. And I can knock it on top of the boxes. Okay. So all there really is to do then is to go to Big Joe's shop. And then we're just going to refuel. And then I guess it's on to the final battle then. Bart gains a level. Alright, let's go ahead and refuel. More boxes. Received book 2. Elfanana. Another UFO photo. And Araberry. Alright, what is book 2 now? Let's see, book 1, and then book 2 is where? Here we go. Not very comical anymore. Alright, let's refuel the gears. Actually, okay. Yeah, I think we're okay there. Okay. So I gotta bring Maria and Rico here so we can get these two, and then I think then we're good with this area. I just want to make sure everybody's prepped at this point. Because I don't know if we're going to be able to back out of the final dungeon once I start it. Uh-oh. Now that's another trip back. Actually, no. We can, what we can do is we can go back to the hideout to refuel, to get health back. But we gotta get Maria and Rico in here. I'm surprised they don't give you a blue cube in here to change your party members around. Alright, off we go. Okay, over to the blue cube. Or blue, I keep calling it a cube. Really, it's a blue czar. Or memory. Okay, from a gameplay perspective, we need them in order to save the game. But it's still funny that these things are still around in the world, despite the fact that Solaris is gone. All right, Rico and Maria. And now I'm realizing I might not have had to actually come all the way back here to change their armor out. Oh well. We'll figure this all. Regardless, it's gonna make sure I'm ready to go for the final battle here. Even if I'm going about it the long way for some reason. All right, back inside. As soon as we're out of this battle, we'll be able to talk to Big Joe. These things do so much damage. Alright. Let's talk to Big Joe again. Let's get everybody healed up. And we'll check the armor everybody's using. And we got another set of boxes here. Ultimately, though, I think these are mostly pretty low-quality items, so it's not like they're going to do much for me anyway. Alright, gear parts. Alright, so we want tune-up. Okay, yeah, so change equipment there. And then change equipment there. That gives everybody the strongest stuff that they can have. Wait. This says it gives me 38,000 HP, and I've got it equipped. But now this is saying that my maximum is only 34,000. Huh. Alright, that's seeming like a translation goof there. Alright, I don't want to upgrade everybody else's engines here just because of the fuel concerns. I think Faye, Bart, and Satan having the Omegas is going to be good enough, and then everybody else having 8,000 fuel will go a long way here. Alright, hopefully I can get out of here without having to worry about losing half my health again. Okay. That's all the gears. Now the other thing is I do have these drivers, or drives rather, that I picked up along the way. I'm gonna go ahead and load them all into Faye. Faye's ether points max out at 99. Okay. Interesting to see that, considering it looks like there's actually space for another number there, but okay. Big Joe. I do have some money left over, whereby I could go ahead and max out Faye on health, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or at least get pretty close on maxing him out. I need another 3. And then, of course, if I had more time, then of course I could grind everybody out. But I'm not going to do that here. Let me see if there's anything I can just simply get rid of here. Could use some of the gold bullion. Actually, I'm better on the gold nuggets here. Alright, buy, and we'll get the 3 that we need. Alright, max HP. With that, we're gonna head for the Anima Relic site one more time. Get the team changed back to Faye, Satan, and Bart again. And then we'll head for the hideout to do one final save. And then it'll be on to the final dungeon. Yeah, and the other spot on the map there in the lower right corner, that is the where the first Anima dungeon was during Disc 2. And yeah, there really isn't that much to do once you get to the overworld. You got the Dune Man Isle. You technically could go back to Seiton's house if you wanted to, but it's not going to do you anything. Big Bang. And then there's the lighthouse. And then there's the final dungeon, and that's it. Oh, right, and if I need to abandon the final dungeon and, do stuff, I'll still be able to do that. Actually, I should go back to Nortune and hand in the stuff we've been getting here. Alright, Bart. Exit too quickly there, I need Seiton as well. Alright, and then Seiton, there we go. Alright. So Nortune, then we head back to the hideout to take our final rest, and then we go to the final dungeon. We've been getting scales and fangs and some other stuff here. And this way, if we need to, we'll still be able to heal up and such. With some leftover money here. Alright, fangs, we just got a bunch of those. Pretty sure we got an eyeball along the way. Yep. Oh, a whole bunch of them. Alright, scales. Alright. So that gives me about 34,000 G. Hopefully that'll be enough for anything else that happens to happen here. Actually, now that I think about it, we don't even have to go back to the hideout. What we can do is we can, right along the edge here, just use a survival tent. Alright, let's take a save. let's go for it. So the question is, how do we get in? Can I get in from the top? Looks like it. Alright, no, I did not want to exit. Let's try that again. Here we go. The mapping of the inside of Deus is now complete. Okay, let's go, everyone. Okay. No damage. Okay. Let's get out of here, then. That looks like that could do damage. Another of these ghostly things. Don't think this took us anywhere. It's oddly quiet inside of here without any music playing. I mean, you'd think there'd be something for the final dungeon. Unless this actually isn't it. Another of these things. Okay, let's see what we got down this way. Oh, that looks like that might be a door. Okay, so I'm guessing I gotta platform down? Or not. I took one hit there. Alright, so... I guess let's go down? Okay, what is this? Okay, can I attack this thing, like, at all? Okay, it does take some damage. But it's, like, not that much damage at all. Oh! Barb! Did I accidentally unequip Scythen, then? Okay, I don't get it. What's with the damage variance there? Faye levels up. Anti-Angel Sis? Hang on. No? What about the gear? Angel damage down 100%. Huh. Let me continue into here, and we'll see if something like that's actually necessary. Oh, this leads me back out to here. there's nothing attached here, apparently. Oh, there is a chest, though. Alright, more ammo for Billy. Now they're dropping angel armor. Alright, let's go up. And let's see where this even drops us out. Looks like there's only one path. Oh, hello. Gear restoration system engaged. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay. Alright, so then we need to head this way? Okay, that's a ton of damage. I guess that forces my hand about the angel attacks then. Let's see how many... we've had 2 of the armors drop, at least. But only 1 of the anti-angels have dropped so far. Just to at least give me some defense. But frankly, 2 more anti-angels would be better. Because this only reduces angel damage down by 50%. As much as I don't want to, we might have to grind this out if we don't find the exit quickly here. Because right now I'm already having to go back to that healing gear. seems really random how much damage you actually get using these things. Okay, that's more angel armor. I don't know if equipping 2 of them would actually reduce it to 100%. Okay, that wasn't that bad of a hit. Okay, there's another anti-angel sis. Okay, so I gotta find the centaurs then. All right, equip. Alright, what do we have over here? Looks like there's 2 paths we could take. Alright, let me try this top one first. Yes, let's go up. This only has 1 path. And this is still 1 path. Actually, I can't get up here. Oh, wait. Huh. Hey, Wolf, you haven't missed too much. You missed, one dungeon, that I went into where one of the characters grew up. Beyond that, not much has happened. Also, I'm curious why your chat didn't show up. I just reloaded, my thing, so we'll see if that fixes that. Okay, there's something here. What the? Faye, we should investigate this. Ah! That creates a new path. Hey, Faye, look over there. Yeah, it's a hole. Let's go down. Okay, can't do that. Alright, down we go. And let's see what we got over here. There are these buttons, apparently. Now we backtrack a bit and see where we end up. Alright, that goes over there, and then... this is just a dead end. This still a dead end? Yeah. Yeah, it really seems like it's random. Alright, Faye should not take any damage from this. Okay, good. Okay, so it doesn't block all damage, but what it does is it prevents the actual Halo attack from doing anything. Okay, I think this is gonna lead us back to that repair bot. Yeah, this is a pretty complicated dungeon for the end, but I guess that sort of makes sense, given that this is expected to be the final dungeon here. To be honest, I'm not even sure if those level ups are doing anything for me at this point, given that we're purely in gear battles now. Okay, repair bot. Cool. Alright, so now we're gonna head this way, and we're gonna pop out where we popped out, not previously, but where we started to find those switches. Hopefully, once we're out there, we'll have a better idea of what we need to do, because it looked like we need to get to that hole at the end. Okay, here's the last centaur we need. Hopefully, we get the drop. Perfect. That's the last one we needed. Okay. So now at least we don't have to worry at all about the angel halo attacks. No, I need to go over here. Fenrir. They can still do damage to us, but at least their big attack is not going to do anything anymore. Also, anything down here? No, that's a dead end. Okay. Now we're back over here. Now, this path was not open before, I think. Or maybe it was. And I'm just not remembering it. It's interesting dealing with a dungeon like this with multiple paths. This didn't go anywhere. Is there anything on top? No. Okay. Back to the other spot then. Let's try this. Nothing on top of there. Alright. That's a button I've already hit. And I cannot go down. Okay. So it looks like what I managed to do here is basically work my way back around to a place that no longer has a path. Alright, no path there either. So then the way back is gonna be down here then. Yeah, here we go. At this point, I'm going to start to escape since I've got what I need in terms of protection. I think down this path was a chest. Let me see if that changed now that we've moved some of the platforms. No, there is nothing here. Okay. Fine, so we go this way. Now, it seems like there aren't any encounters out on this map, which is kind of nice. It's just when we're inside that lower area. Try going down here. Okay. Hey, another of these gear restoration things. Okay. I'm hoping I'm at least making some progress here. Let's try this way first. Okay, where does this go? Back out to here. And it's a dead end. I've already hit that switch, so I guess let's head back down and we'll head back inside the tunnel then. Alright, the only way to go now is down. Oh, did I end up back here again? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's see where turning that leads me to. That just leaves me to back here. I feel like I've already visited, like, all the platforms. It's just, I'm not sure which one I need to go to at this point to actually get out of here. Let's try this. Okay, that's a sign that we're at least making progress here then. Since we hadn't picked that up yet. Okay, I'm not worried about this, since I got the protection on. It's just a dead end. Haven't gone this way yet. Guess I'd hit that at some point. That? Okay. I think I figured out where I am. And that means I don't want to be in here right now. It seems like there are like 2 sub-areas like this. I want to get back to the other one. Yeah, this is where we need to be. And then we're gonna go this way, because this is the one path we haven't taken yet. That's a dead end. Ah, here's that pit I've been trying to get to. Shall we go, Faye? Jump in the gate. Okay, here we go. And more of this. Those are the statues that we saw in Nissan again. As well as... Merkaba? The first time we came there? Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, this is looking really familiar. which means there should be a bot over here to repair us. Yep, here we are. It looks like this shaft connects to the outside. We can probably get out through here. Gear items, please. I want to repair. Wasn't a huge hit, but might as well have all the health I can get. Alright, let's go ahead and take a save. Alright, and with that, what I want to do at this point, before we proceed on, is I do want to take a quick break here, after which point we are going to proceed further inside, so please stand by everyone, I will be right back. Bishop Stone, wait! Ha! Elements. You're not even as good as they say. Can't even buy me some time. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. The red gear. That is mine. Give it back. What do you want? Who are you? To you, it is just a used-up toy. So give it back. It belongs to me. Who are you? At least give us your name. Names do not matter. However, if you insist, it. This is the one we've heard about so much from Ramses, as well as seen in, from our own experiences. Okay, so everybody's at full. Given who we're dealing with, probably we should increase our defenses. Actually, that's not that bad. Ether. And yeah, it definitely is a classic battle on a bridge. Animal Bolt. Actually, if the damage isn't that bad... Actually, no, that Ellie did take a decent hit there. Koga. Oh yeah, those are big hits. Ellie has a... Actually, no, they're... We're okay for this hit.
Hey!
Let's get some healing going.
Ha! Hey! Ha! Se! Ha!
Alright everyone, I am back. Let us proceed on and see how much more dungeon there is to go here. I had to guess, they probably expanded this from last time. I don't see any boxes or anything. You want to jump inside? Sure. Yeah, so that's where Ellie was before. This is Deus? What are those four orbs spinning around it? It seems as if the power of those four things is supporting the center. That means that big thing in the middle is the core of Deus? Oh, so we're already here. Probably. Who cares about those orbs? Let's just crush the core. Striking directly at the center rather than using fuel unnecessarily. That is one strategy, but I believe another plan of attack would be to defeat its surroundings first. If we decide to attack the supporting orbs first, then it might be wise to leave the battles up to us. We should be able to do something about them without using up phase power. That'll allow him to use the full power of Xenogears to defeat Deus. And yes, of course, to save Ellie. Whether we do a direct strike to the core or take down the supports first, I guess that is it's best left up to fate to decide. Thanks, everyone. To attack Deus directly, or to take out its supports first. I wonder which is best. Alright, well, we just saved, so we could certainly try taking out one of the supports here. Let's do Billy, Rico, and... Emeralda. Now, I did not get the ultra-powerful engines for them because I felt that they might be in need of they would probably do better having more fuel. Let's see. Actually, what I should probably be doing is shifting around those things that give Faye and Bart and Satan all that damage. So let's do... Well, I did not want to close out of that quickly. For some reason, I just accidentally touch the button every now and then. It cancels it out. I should be getting everybody. Bart, Satan. We're going to unequip those power boosters, and we'll see how they do for everybody else. I don't know if we're gonna need the anti-angel thing. I'm assuming not, since Deus is supposed to be something completely different. But if I do, I did just save, so we're good to go there at least. Alright, Billy, Rico, and Esmeralda. Actually, no, let's do Maria. Maria may not have any death blows, but with what we're going to equip here, it should still be fine. I just wish there was a quicker way to get down to the bottom of the list here. And then let's grab the Godfather weapon, along with the ammo. Okay. And we'll see how this goes. If I'm able to take out all of them, then I'm able to take out all of them. If not, then then we just go with, once I feel I've done as much as I can, taking out the orbs. Alright, let's give this a shot. Let's see. Alright, here's the first one. Our loot. Space and time move one at a time. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Okay, looks like that's one of them. I think I'm good to go for another round. Okay, that's the second one. Now, Bart is starting to get a little bit low on his health. I think I want to swap him out at this point. Here, we're going to unequip the GNRS 50s. And we're gonna bring Emeralda out now. And then if I need them, I've still got Chu-Chu as yet another that I can go for. And the thing about them is that they're able to heal, but they're not able to equip the GNRS 50s. Let's see. They apparently like to counterattack. So, what if I wait them out a bit? Wait, did I equip the GNRSs on the Crescents? I might not have done that. Yeah, no, I forgot to do it. Okay. At least we're still able to outdo its damage. Okay, that one's done. And now we can swap Maria out for Chu-Chu. Yeah, we gotta get these DNRSs onto Crescents here. This way outdoes anything that any ether could do at this point. Okay. Let's get Chu-Chu out here. And again, if I go under Chu-Chu, I can't equip anything. So, their thing is going to be healing. As long as I can take this down, then it's going to be up to Faye, Bart, and Saiten at full strength. Let's hit our boosters. Oh, this one steals fuel. Can't do that with Chu-Chu, though. No fuel to steal. You're purely on healing here. Is this a small enemy? Is that why I can't do my, my death blows? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, it's literally the symbol on the ground. Alright, that's all 4 of the orbs down. Alright, with that, we're gonna head back over here. We're gonna unequip everything. Now let's get Faye, Saiten, and Bart out here. And now I just need to spend a minute or two here re-equipping all those GNS, all those 50s, because it takes a moment for me to scroll down the menu each time. Again, with any luck, they don't have any angel attacks, so I will hopefully not have to worry about that. Should already be as weak as possible here. Oops, I still got more to do. Alright. No opportunity to save. Let's go for it. Wait, is that it? Crap, if that thing was gonna go down that fast, they wouldn't have even bothered with the orbs. So that's it then? What happened? My gear won't budge anymore. The Zohar modifier has ceased functioning. That is probably the reason why our gears cannot move anymore. There is only a slight energy response coming from the core now. What about Ellie? What's happening to her inside of that thing? The Deus system's bind on her should have worn off now. So why aren't we getting any kind of response? You don't think we hurt her in the battle, too? Faye, calm down. Sensors are picking up a response from a life form within Deus. It is probably Ellie, so do not worry. I believe she is okay. Ellie, can you hear me? Ellie, Deus is no longer active. It's all over now. So come out of there. Show me your face. Ellie! Ellie! What's happening? Doc, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm now detecting a tremendous amount of energy coming from within Deus. It seems as if something that was sealed up till now has suddenly been freed and is growing enormously. It couldn't be. The wave existence? The wave existence? That's gotta be it. The wave existence was just freed from its cage of fleshly existence in Zohar. It's probably attempting to return to the higher dimension that it originally came from. Which means this is the after effect of the dimensional shift? What do you mean, after effect? It is like a shockwave that is induced by the dimensional displacement. But so much energy. If this much energy is unleashed here now, if so much energy is unleashed, then what will happen, Doc? Tell us. Then this planet will be annihilated. These numbers indicate that it has more than enough energy to take out the whole planet. What you mean? You can't be serious. Oh, fought so hard, only to see this happen? Isn't there anything we can do? Can't we stop the after effect? Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do. Almost all machinery, including our gears, are out of commission due to the Zohar having been shut down. This time, there's nothing we can do. To put it to you straight, this is the end for us. This is freaking stupid. How the hell could it all end like this? What were we fighting for up to now? The vibrations are intensifying. Hold on a sec. No, these vibrations are different. It has to be something else causing it. Look! Deus is rising? What is it this time? Deus is releasing its remaining energy, and it is beginning to accelerate. If it continues to accelerate at this rate, it will soon leave the atmosphere. You don't think... Think what? That it's Ellie? Ellie is moving Deus? Are you sure? I'm sure of it. Ellie is trying to save us by moving Deus away from our planet. She's going to sacrifice herself. It can't be. Oh, Ellie. Can't we do anything? Can't just sit here and watch this happen, can we? Wait, there is still something I can do. What is it, Faye? My gear still works. Without Zohar, the power source for your gears, the only gear that now remains active is mine. Just like Deus, my gear and I made contact with Zohar. We are the only ones who can move now. I'm going to save Ellie. That is absurd. Even if you were able to catch up to Deus, you will not have enough energy to make it back. Even so, I still must go. Ellie's taking the whole burden upon herself. If anything happens to her, I want to be there with her. Hey, wait just a minute. You know I'm not going to stand by and let you commit double suicide if that's what you're planning. Bart. You better come back alive, you hear? Promise me. Promise me that you will come back. Then I'll let you go. Thanks, Bart. I promise. I promise you that I will return. With Ellie. You better. Yeah, of course. Alright. Then get going. But... let's let him go, Saiton. At this point, Faye's the only one that'll be able to bring Ellie back. There's nothing we can do or say about it. And Wolfric, yeah, that deserves an iron pipe there. You were right. Faye, keep your promise. No matter what. Faye and Ellie, both of you, come back home. We'll be waiting for you, Chu. I appreciate this. Bart, and the rest of you. Well, I better get going now. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. I guess this will be the last journey you and I make together. I'm counting on you, partner. Ellie! Actually, Wolf, I guess that is technically exactly what it is. Where am I? That's Ellie. This must mean that I am inside of Deus? Not exactly. Your actual body is but a physical object. It has merely been absorbed into Deus's outer shell. Only your consciousness is here. Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. Wave existence. No, that's not you. Who are you? Can't be. Is that you, Krellian? That's right, isn't it? Krellian, it was you who did this to Ellie. The path of Sephiroth has been connected. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. So, what have you come here for, Lacan? I came here to take the person I love back with me, to set Ellie free. The Deus system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started, the place where all things were one. I am going to return there. What place? Before the beginning of the universe, in the undulating waves of the higher dimension, all things were one. It was the wave spilling out from there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Humankind and the souls of humankind that were born from there are merely leftovers of those spilled waves. So, you're going back there. Is that what you desired? Lacan, why such reluctance to become one with the god? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? What meaning can be found in living out such a short existence? Hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust. Why, everything we could ever desire is here. No need to be troubled by the need for love, for this place is filled with the love of God. I have not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Krellian. Someday humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. How can you be so sure? Humans will never come to understand each other. You said that she is the person you love, but can you say that you even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves at a comfortable distance from each other and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity, and true love. But it is all lies. Man cannot associate with others without first deceiving themselves. That is the way they were created. But one being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. That is why humans have free will. And what if that will itself was predetermined? What then? Oh, what folly. Humans are just primitive life forms that have no such thing as free will. Mankind has merely been allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It is for this very reason, because humans have this wretched will, or whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. For someone to gain something means another must lose it. It is impossible to make humankind share limited things and affections. So I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted back to where it all began. To go back to when all was one. Waves and nothing else. You know, they're talking about waves, but they're also talking about fate, and when you dig really deep into physics and things like that, you actually start to encounter things like string theory, and I wonder if maybe that's what they're specifically talking about here. It is not my human's ego. It is the will of the waves, the will of God. Well, that's all right too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm proud to be human. I'm glad everything's pixelated right now. Ellie placed the future, tomorrow, in our hands, based on our choice, and she is working to keep Deus far from our planet. She is also trying to heal your heart. You, who wants to journey, all alone, to be with God. Can't you understand Ellie's feelings? You have to become one with God before you are able to comprehend all this? I understand. I know her feelings, as if they were my own. Yes, she and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then, prove it to me. Show me this power of humans. Show me this love that you say can make you independent of God. Alrighty. So here we have the Ouroboros. Okay, that's a big hit. I think that's it. Ellie. Hey, it was Krellian. Krellian released me. Krellian? Yes, I came to understand after becoming one with Krellian. His heart was so full of sadness. That is why he desired for he and I to become one with God. Because that would be a return to the beginning of everything. He told me. You should be with him. That is what he said. You see, he already knew. Yes, he already knew how I felt. How you felt. But there was nothing we or he could do. He had no choice but to go forward, even if it meant he lost all feelings, lost everything that was human. For all humankind's sake, there was no going back. Even looking back held too many memories. And he would have just wanted to go back, even though he couldn't. So please forgive him. Krellian loved people more than anyone else. I somehow knew it all along. I just knew he was really that kind of person. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I was wrong. I thought sacrificing myself in order to save others was the right thing to do. But my actions only brought sadness to all the people who I left behind. And that sadness gave birth to even more sadness. As long as I still live within you, my life is not just mine alone. Ellie, that isn't wrong. To sacrifice yourself for others is a noble thing, even if it were to benefit yourself. It's no problem. There will always be a person healed, one or the other. Love gains its original shine only when there's an interrelationship between the giver and the receiver. It is incomplete when one or the other is missing. The two are one. It was you, Ellie, who taught me that. I believe that is what it means to be human. I can now understand the importance of it, the true importance of it. I don't know if it's the right answer or not, but we have a lot of time to think about it. What Krellian himself was looking for all along. We will find the answer to it all ourselves. Thank you, Faye. Ellie. Okay, hold it. Hold it. So, I knew about this scene because this scene had shown up in some MTV broadcasts that had happened way back in the day. So I want to switch over to something because now the pixelation goes away and I have to do what I have to do to protect my channel. So my apologies, everyone. Enjoy.
Let's return to our planet.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world. But the dimensional shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
Can you run?
If we're together, I can.
Krelian, you.
There's no time. This place is about to be destroyed. Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krelian, you aren't going, are you?
No. Since that time, I have stopped being human. I've committed so many sins that any attempt at living like a human is impossible. The only one who could have forgiven me was God.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins. You, of all people, could do it.
Always the peacemaker, eh, Lacan? Perhaps that's what it means to be human. But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God, even if there's no place left for me upon my return. I must go now.
Krelian!
Actually, I envy you two.
Okay, the scene is over. Yeah, again, I had to do that to protect my channel. Just because something's allowed today doesn't mean YouTube might not change its policy sometime in the future.
Faye! What happened?
Waves from the explosion disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a visual. They were probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie! He'll come back. He promised us he would. I know it.
Run through the cold of the night as passion burns in your heart.
And that those are the credits. All right. Oh, it is so nice finally having one of these under my belt. Oh, Masato Kato, you did an amazing job. Same with your wife as well, who also helped with the development, and of course the musician Yasunori Mitsuda. such an amazing soundtrack. It's been over 25 years since I originally picked this game up, and to not have completed it for that long is definitely a black mark on my history. But to finally have it done and to now have the path to the rest of the Xeno series opened is really going to be a great thing, I think, for not just only for myself, but also for the channel. The fact that we're going to have this expansion, especially given the state that Phantasy Star is in currently, it's definitely it gives us something to go to now while that series recovers, hopefully someday. And you know, of course, there's also Final Fantasy XIV, but and while I've enjoyed that content, not a whole lot of other people apparently have. The way Dawn Trail ended up at launch was definitely a problem that a lot of people have had with that game. But going back to Xenogears, it's impossible, having known about this game for over 25 years, for me to have not known about certain things. Knowing about what happened with disc number 2, that was certainly something that was completely unavoidable. Like I mentioned before, knowing about that scene in the ending, let me say I'm glad I knew about it, so I could take the steps that were necessary to protect the channel. And I did take care of that early on with the playthrough, so that way I would not have to worry about what I would have to do. Or rather, most of the context from that I did not know when I had to look at it to understand. Or rather, because I took care of that early on, I had no idea who the Krellian character was at the time. So, this is definitely a story that obviously goes through many different ages, and it has a rich history that obviously, given the development problems that happened with it, particularly the time limit of 2 years that this game was given, it's obvious that things had to be left on the floor. That's basically what disc number 2 was. And it's just a question now of what are we going to see in the future. Now, we're going to get to something in a moment here, I believe, which will kind of lay out a couple of other things, or at least one other thing. But I will say, at least, aside from some minor annoyances like not being able to remove the encounter rate from the game through an accessory or something like that, and also not being able to, jump when an encounter is about to start, for the most part, this game was very functional. It obviously had other stuff that really didn't do much. Like, it was never explained what weight did in the game at all. And maybe that's just another idea that they wanted to implement and didn't have time to. We also know that the team was, to some degree, inexperienced when they were putting this together. So, obviously, it took time to get everybody trained up as well. Alright, so that's the planet there. And there it is, Xenogears Episode 5. The end. So, yes, that is the other thing that I was aware of going into this. So, Xenogears is actually a 6-part story that unfortunately never got the chance to be finished in game form. The stories of Kim and Lacan, they were supposed to be playable, but that never happened. Not to mention, this game was also supposed to have a sequel into Episode 6. All of this is described in the Xenogears Perfect Works book, which I was aware of before I started this game, and now all I know, I didn't actually read into the details of it. I just knew that this was something that's discussed in there. But now that I have this game done, I'll actually be able to take a look at that book and see specifically all the details that are in there, because my understanding is that little bit where they talk about the different episodes is such a small piece compared to everything else that they talk about in that book for this game. So that is going to be some reading that I'm going to take care of on my own. I might bring up some of it in the Discord, which if you're not in there, go ahead and click down below in the description for the link to that. But yeah, at this point now, the question becomes, where do we go? So, regarding the near future for the channel, my plan is tomorrow we're going to be looking at some Final Fantasy XIV, specifically some content that came out earlier this week, as well as some other stuff that's been kind of backburnered. In the near future, I'm not entirely sure what is going to be next beyond that. That's something I will figure out in this upcoming week. But my thoughts for the Xeno series, we're not going to look into Xenosaga immediately. I don't think going to Xenosaga Episode 1 is the right thing to do. I think, instead, we're going to look to Xenoblade next. And based on some information that I've learned, even though X was supposed to have not had any relationship to any of the rest of the Xenoblade series, apparently there's something that happens in the new content of Xenoblade X Definitive Edition that changes that situation. So the plan is going to be, whenever we start it, we're going to start Xenoblade Chronicles, the original Xenoblade Chronicles #1 first. So, with all that said, thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.